Hello. I don't know how to follow people on here. But if you want to follow me, by all means. Surviving. Breathing. Anytime I'm on, yeah. Nat. So I take it you're a female. Ugh. In the streets. E-R-E. Right there. You're going to my hotel. Meow. Ain't got no name. You're in the game. Man, fucking weather. Wait. Everything. Thank you, but yeah, I'm useless online basically.
See the landmarks on your GPS. Show them off a little bit, bring these guys back. And try to keep the flight smooth. I hate cleaning out sick bags.
I'm pulling a current fuck yo.
I'm so excited to learn about this place from a professional.
Like I said, I just do this for fun. A little bit of creativity, blah blah blah. I have no idea how to stream or how to make myself so more popular. Not that I'm looking to do that anyway. Basically, I just do this so people can see how I play. How I make my money. And how easy some things can be done. If you have to search for me or look me up or, you know, dig around for me, isn't that half the fun? Oh, I know I've got a bit of a following. Because not only am I a versatile player, apart from hacking, I fucking hate hacking. I'm a very generous player and neutral player. I don't mind letting go of all my hints and tips. All the secrets and tricks that I do.
Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to come here.
And they're not really secrets or tricks. It's like, if you played this game or any game long enough, you start to learn it for yourself. If anything, this is just a little bit of friendly advice so it helps you get through your game. Basically for the newcomers that are having trouble with, you know, grievers and all the rest of the crap. I've taught them to go into an invite-only session, play on their own, do their own business. You can even take your brand new toy out for a spin without worrying about someone blowing it up.
Would you look at that?
Oh, that's my favourite thing to do in this invite-only session, is get one of my favourite toys that I just built and go for a fucking hell thrash. And I don't care if it's like super fast or as long as it's fun. Like people have seen me turn up to jobs and left me for dead, and then they fucked up
Just like I imagined it.
or stacked it. Whoa! Whoa, that was close. And then I passed them and ended up beating them to the punchline anyway, so... Like I said, I am a good player. I'm probably better than some. But I'm not here to prove anything.
Get a picture. Get a picture.
I'm so excited to see more of Los Santos.
Because I remember back in the day when kids used to watch me play it on the old PlayStation 4. You make it look so easy. How can I play like you? And you wouldn't believe it, them kids are now 18, 19 years old, maybe in the 20s now. And they are playing just like me. If not better. Well, I know Clinton is. He loves his video games. He kicks my ass on fucking racing car games. Now we've got this online thing, like, we didn't have it back in the day when we started out, like, especially them little kids, but now, when they got older and they can afford the crap, I've actually had a trash with these little kids I used to impress, and they're scaring me. They're better players than I was, or am. Like, he likes his Need for Speed and his car games as well.
What a tour. Love that form.
I'm sure if Clinton was on here, he'd have a go with me. Like I said, he loves his car games. I think I got him, me and his old man got him into that kind of stuff. Just someone I knew in a caravan park, basically. And her kids. I used to do babysitting. Not legitimate babysitting. But anytime a single mother needed a break from their kids, yeah, send them over my way. I'll chuck them on the video game. Give them something to do. Hey, I'm a parent myself. I know how annoying your kids can get. Hey, we're all kids at one stage. We all know how annoying we got. Well, I know how annoying I got. Don't tell me this is the same. Oh, it's a Reaper. I've been looking at this. That's fucking nice. And it goes. The Lamborghini Reaper. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, sorry about the sniffles, or yeah, me clearing my throat. Every morning I had the joy of coughing my guts up. thanks to a fungal infection in my chest. Due to breathing in cigarette smoke from next door. Hence the reason I'm taking them to court and suing the fuck out of them. Oh, I don't want a big payout, I just want them to pay my medical bills. That's it. I'm not greedy. Even if I know there's an opportunity where I can make a lot of money, I won't. Ugh. Even off my own talents, I won't get rich or famous. I'm a simple person with simple needs. I live by a motto, basically, I don't live outside my means, which means basically, even if I was a millionaire, I still live the same way. Oh, my house would be a lot nicer, but that's about it. But all I want to do with my house is renovate it, basically bring it back to its former glory. My house and my yards, I want to basically renovate them back to the original look and feel of it. That's it. Nothing too extravagant. If you looked at my game, any game that you have the ability to model stuff, you know I don't go for the extravagant or over the top. I mean, yeah, I own a couple of Lamborghinis and supercars, but the temptation there is just too great. But in the real world, they are not cars that I would own. I'm a very classical type person. Like when it comes to vehicles, I like my classic cars. I don't like my new cars. I don't like my supercars. Well, I do like the supercars, but not to own because they're just too expensive to keep, maintain. Yeah, you could argue the same point with a classical car that doesn't have, especially a rare one, because the parts would be just as expensive on them vehicles as it would be a supercar. But something in the middle, but still classic, where they made a lot of them, is a reasonable car. Like my dream car is a 1957 two-door Chevrolet Bel Air. It's just a big hunk of steel, and you know, in the 50s they had, well, they put more work into the car, and it was more metal than plastic. I think that's the other thing. I mean, up until the early 80s, even the late 80s, they still used steel. Even the early 90s, they still used steel. There wasn't a lot of plastic in cars. Now, everything's plastic. It's what I call plastic fantastic. But you go back 30 years, your bumpers were steel, not plastic. Your paneling, now plastic, was all steel. And it's meant to be safe. It's not safe. You do know that plastic's meant to just bend and bow. How is that meant to save you? And even worse yet, where they used to use just straight steel, they use mixed metals, which makes the car integrity weaker. I mean, when you're talking supercars and fast cars, you have to reinforce the chassis and the drivetrain just so you don't twist the chassis in half, like basically twist the car in half. Because as, I don't know if anyone watches drag races or anything, but when you see a drag car take off, the first thing you will see is the whole body twists.
So we are gonna get along famously.
And if the car's not strong enough, it will literally twist into a pretzel. Or the other thing is, if you don't have a strong drive shaft or strong connecting rods, you can literally spit out your drive shaft. I used to do street drag racing, and how's it go? Some of the piles of shit they used to bring to the fucking party. I mean, I watched someone rip a Gemini in half, well, a Tirana basically, because the drive shaft dropped out of fucking connecting to the engine, hit the ground, and pretty much dug into the ground. And because the road we were using wasn't, you know, the best of the roads, it hit one of the potholes, ripped up the ground for about 100 meters till it caught, and then ripped off the arse end of that car. And that was just from the torque alone, nothing else. Like basically from that guy revving it up, hitting the accelerator, and then it was all over Red Rover. Basically all we heard was a bang, a pop, and a snap, and then basically the car ripped in half. All I saw was the car ripping in half behind me. Oh, don't get me wrong, I used to drag in a busted ass fucking XC Ford Falcon with a 202, fucking, what was it, 250 crossflow, naturally aspirated. There was nothing done to it, nothing at all. I lie. The engine was bought out, but the whole body and everything else, apart from the chassis was overly reinforced, but the rest of it was just a rust bucket. It was an absolute, well, what we call these days a rat rod. I don't drive or race in anything impressive and shiny and what do you call it, sponsored or, nah, fuck that shit. I'm an independent racer. Like, we were making, me and my crew and my mates, we were making fucking street racing popular before Fast and the Furious and all that crap came out. And we didn't have shiny, fast, you know, turbo, fucking nitro fucking cars. We had the biggest heap of shits you could think of. Like, the fastest thing we had in our crew was a 350 Chevy. And that was sitting in a busted ass fucking HQ Monaro, 1970 HQ Monaro. And I mean, it was busted ass. Like, this thing was literally held together with duct tape. And we didn't use that car very often because, one, it was way too powerful. Like, basically, we'd win every fucking race. Well, he'd win every race. We put a lot of money into the engine. When we were finished with that 350, it was fully blown. Supercharged and fully blown. It was a fucking beast. It was an ugly beast, but it was still a beast. Like, that's the one thing I'm glad about in this game, that the game doesn't have the realistic reaction damage. Well, some of the shit you put your cars through. Although I'm very shocked. I've got my settings set on Australian settings, like kilometers, Ks, not miles and oh yeah, it's the same thing, it's miles. Miles per hour, and they've got miles instead of Ks in America. But then when I go into the first person view, all this car's apparently doing is 120. Now, yeah, that's pretty fast. But I used to do 120 in my Mazda 323. Front wheel drive. I used to do about 150 in that fucker. At one stage, I peaked her at 200, but she didn't like it. And before you ask, no, it wasn't an auto, it was a manual. That's how come I got it so fast. I don't drive fucking autos, that's a lazy man's car. Anyone who drives an automatic vehicle is lazy. Unless it's a large, big rig fucking thing, then I can understand. I mean, going through 16 fucking gears is a bit of a pain. That's for truck drivers, like, you know, they go through 16 gears, high, low range, basically. 8 gears in low range, 8 gears in high range. Standard vehicles or supercars will have up to 8 gears, depending on the engine. Like, I'm sure people sitting there going, 8 gears in a fucking car. Yes, 8 gears in a V12 fucking Jaguar, 8 gears in a fucking V12 Lamborghini, 8 gears in a Bugatti, 8 gears in a Audi, whatever, however you fucking pronounce it. Because they're supercars. Instead of letting the car peak out, they decided to put more gears in, basically. Because that's the problem with when you don't have any more gears, the car just peaks, revs to the shithouse, and you get no more power. You go no faster, basically. I love my saying though, it's not the speed that hurts, it's the sudden stop. Ha! Which is true. You hit a wall at 300 k's, you'll fucking feel it, I'll tell you then. Hang on. You guys can join me. I don't know how to add you guys. But if you enjoy watching it, go for it. I'm just having fun, dudes. And I like like cars, I like talking about cars. But that's the main question I've been asked. It's like, why do you play if you don't want popularity? Even though I've got a following and all the rest of that crap. And a streamline or whatever the fuck it is. Really, I'm just here to have fun, play with the toys that I build. use my creativity where I can't use it in the real world. Oh, I'm sure everyone wishes they had $10 million to go and blow on a car. I do.
Oh no!
Although I'm still disappointed. Yes, they have a Chevy type car here, but it's more like Christine.
I was wondering about my results.
Oh shit, I didn't even check who, where.
That would be with a Y.
Prosperity Street. Blue, purple sherbet.
To see about a week ago. Hemorrhoids.
Now we go and have a smoke. Oh yeah, word of advice on this, where it says you can hold while smoking in the smoke weed in the van. You can even do it while you're driving. I do this for practice for when you sell the weed. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta upgrade that fucking cunt because I sold it. Oh yeah, I found out last night that you can't own any more than one business. But you can buy or move your business somewhere else. But you have to start again. That's where I fucked up. I moved my weed business thinking I could buy another one, and nah. So now I got to upgrade my old one again. But it's not too bad. I can start all over again. I don't mind starting all over again. I do that with games. If I do get so far and I do something wrong, I will go back and start the game all over again. Or if an update comes along and the gameplay is different, I go back and start it again. That's half the challenge. Doing the game again and seeing if you can do it better. That's what I mean. I'm not playing against any other players. I'm playing against myself. I'm trying to complete the tires on my own. Or tiers, or whatever the fuck they are. Del Perro. Pretty sure this is Del Perro. Yep. So, blueberry cheesecake. Pretty sure. Ah, fuck you, control pad. Yeah, blueberry cheesecake. This is the only time you'll actually see me mark the map. But I don't have to do it this one. Ugh. Like, if I'm not familiar with where something is, that's when I need to mark the map, but it's a very, very rare occasion. Because all you have to do sometimes is look at the map and go, oh yeah, there it is. I know how to get there. Just as an example, driving along, let's have another smoke. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting really, 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 really high. And driving at speeds. And all over the road. I don't get this, hey. I've been fucking wasted off my head. Actually, I drive a lot better than I do straight. When I drive better when as I'm stoned off my fucking tree than I do fucking straight. So... And I've got my character that fucking wasted. Not to mention Halloween, he kept on getting stoned off the pumpkins. Okay. This is Red Harvest. The other one's Bernardo. Bernardo. Red Harvest. Let's see the profit. Yep. Let's get high, high, very, very high. You can't see me. Da 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 da. As I was saying, yeah, this is practice for when your weed driver gets really, really wasted and you have to drive the truck, but he's still gonna get you stoned. You, me, and me, and... Let's get stoned again. Let's get stoned again. Let's get stoned again. Let's get stoned again. See? Driving and I get stoned. Oh, sorry, Seagull. Seagull. Seagull, 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 Seagull. Seagull. Gizmo, caca. You can see me. So Bernardo Road is what? Blueberry cheesecake. Yummy, yummies. That one actually sounds nice. I bet you it smells nice. Blueberry cheesecake. Blueberry cheesecake buds. And purple sherbet. That doesn't sound too bad either. Red Harvest. That sounds a bit harsh. Of course I'm a stoner. Stoner and I love my rum. Bundy rum, that is. Well, if you haven't noticed by now, I'm on Aussie. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Represent, brother. Wait, DJ. What's that blue dot?
Congratulations.
Nations, you made it very high. Of course I did. Where is that blue dot? That's an exotic car, it has to be. That's another thing I tell people. When you're in an invite-only session, go take the fucking exotic cars for a drive. You'll definitely find something you'll like. Like if you're looking at a vehicle and you're not sure if you want to buy it or not, go do the car wash and exotic cars, and that gives you a feel for the car you may want to buy. Like I said, I'm just a car person. I'll buy and drive anything. I love my cars. But they have to have some feel of realism to them. Like, the last game I played before I came here was Cyberpunk, and before that it was Need for Speed. Most of them. I play all of them, basically. And, The Crew and Forza 4 or 5, something like that. I like my car games where you can get the realistic cars with realistic damage. I even set it on where you can feel the damage it affects the drive, oh, it's a cop thing. Shit. Oh no. It's a growler. Oh yeah, baby. I'm going to buy one of these. I'm not really a Porsche person, but oh, no, it's a. But these things are fun. You do realize that VW makes these now. Like, Porsche sold out to VW years ago. Porsche used to be Italian or European. It still really is. I mean, Germany is still a part of the European countries, but the only thing that's changed is the badge, really, like the ownership. And you can't knock VW. I mean, fucking the Bug is one of the most popular VW cars in the world, Volkswagen. Not to mention, 2 movie franchises made millions of them, which is Herbie and Transformers. So yeah, Porsche may be owned by VW, but it hasn't declined in quality of vehicle. I mean, VW can always bring it. I mean, even them Amaroks are, well, they're turning heads these days. But what people don't realize is VW has always been a 4-wheel drive off-road vehicle company. It started out as a military company. The Thing, one of the most ugly VWs ever made, is a military vehicle. And that was sanctioned by, well, okay, he's not the greatest person in the world, but Hitler actually pushed them to make the Thing. He wanted go everywhere, do anything, vehicle. And the Thing, you can drive in the water and it floats. That's the other thing about VWs, they're light. They have a, what's called a fixed chassis body, which a lot of you don't know what that means. But it means that the chassis and all the body panels underneath are all one piece. Basically, the whole body is the chassis. And then they just connect everything to it. If it rusts or loses integrity, well, then basically all you've got is a giant paperweight that's rusting away. I don't know if you guys were listening to me before on one of my other streams, but my uncle, he's a man that he got me into collecting things, basically, but he had a problem with collecting things and letting them go to waste, where I collect things and it's just in my nature to fix it, make it better, bring it back to life. Be it a car, be it a motorbike, be it, you know, something that someone says it's dead, it's not going to work again. I don't know can't. If someone tells me I can't do it, I'll show you I can. It can be done. Even if I have to improvise, rip it apart, fucking put it back together a different way, I will make it work. With the right tools and enough money, you can pretty much do anything. Well, that's just my knowledge on vehicles. When it comes to vehicles, doesn't matter what vehicle it is and how far gone it is, well, how far gone it, like, just past death I can bring something back, that's about it. If it's too far gone, you know, I mean, like rusting apart and you touch it and it just crumbles, it's not even worth it. Basically, if you're going to put too much money into the project, and the end project's not going to be worth as much as what you put in, it's not really worth building, is it? If you're going to build something to maybe, you know, flip it, or at least make a profit off it, not double your money, but make a little bit off it. Like, that's the thing about business. You don't have to worry about doubling your money or tripling your money. As long as you make a little bit more than what you spent, you're doing well. Like, say, you know, a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand on what you spent, then you're doing all right, because you get your money back and then a little bit more. Then you can move on to the next project. But if you pick up a project that's going to take too much time, and, well, like I said, with enough money and enough time, you can pretty much do anything. But if it takes too much money and too much time and it's just not worth it, like you're not going to get back, you're not going to get a return, you really shouldn't do it. That's my advice.
Okay, boss, today we're
Like, I won't touch a car that's beyond saving.
personally and in spotless condition. I just love hearing him smile, you know?
Like, there's such thing as barn finds, and then there's salvage yards. There's a big difference. Salvage yards is where you pick over the bones of what's left. A barn find is something that you can bring back to life.
Once you arrive, look for a lockbox. The dealer should have dropped the car keys in there for you.
And usually barn finds are them gems that have been hidden away for years and years and years, and then you check the VIN number and you find out that this is like they only made 300 of these vehicles. And you sit there and go, whoa. Now that's a barn find. Or if it's 200 that were made of it. Like, on vehicles, the rarer, the better. And if it's really rare and it's just close to death, but you can bring it back, you bring that cunt back. But I also believe that if you're going to spend so much money on a vehicle, you don't let it sit in a fucking barn and collect dust, or sit it in a lounge room, or whatever fucking people do with these fucking... You don't hang it on a wall like a trophy. If you own a vehicle, you fucking drive it. You show the world your impressive little toy, your favorite little gem. That's my belief, anyway. Well, that's what I'd do. If I had a fully customized 57 Chevy and an original, I'd drive them fuckers every day. They're my dream car. Why wouldn't I? It's the same as if you owned a Bugatti or a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Would you lock that up in a garage and hide it away, or would you drive it? Of course you'd fucking drive it. And on the weekends, you'd go out to the track and you'd fucking really give it a fucking flogging. That's why I want 2 Chevys, because my original, you know, all original, that'll be my daily driver. And my fully customized, that'll be my weekend, where I take it out on the drag strip and see how fast I can go. Because I know the all original with the all original 350. I mean, a 350 V8, it's got enough speed on its own, but it won't outdo a 454 fully blown. Which is what I'm going to put in my fully customized. Like, it's going to have all the bells and whistles, my customized, and it's going to have a little bit of modern shit in the dashboard and stuff like that. That's why I want 2, because the original will be worth the dollars, but that's something I'll take out every day. Everyone will see my original. It's just like here. Someone said, oh, you got anything faster? It's like, you want fast? Let's go. I've got a whole fucking 100 cars, or over 100 cars. Which one do you want me to bring out? I'd love to catch up with that guy again. It was just you probably didn't watch friendly lap around the airport. Oh, he kicked my ass because I was just starting out. If he asked me if I had any cars in him, he'd really regret it. Like I said, friendly race, but I turned up with my Skyline because I thought it was fast. That's what I mean. As good and nice looking as the Skyline is on this, very disappointed with the 90 PSI fucking turbo. Can't get that car up as fast as it should be going. I think it's got 2 turbos on it actually. Like I said, it goes, but I've got cars that piss all over that. And you can also argue that it's just a RB30 or RB whatever it is, 35, 36. It's just a 6-cylinder motor. But you put all the bells and whistles and you bore the motor out and you put all the right gear on your fucking block, you can get it to go just as hard as a V8. Like, everyone that watched Fast and the Furious argued the point that, oh, the Skyline's only got a 6-cylinder, how can it beat a fucking Dodge Charger with a big V8? It can. It's not about how fast the car goes. If the car's got it off the line and leaves that fucking Dodge behind, that Dodge isn't going to catch up. He'll have to go through all his fucking gears and hit the NOS just to keep up to that Skyline. And because that Skyline's got the same gear like NOS and shit like that, it's going to be a very close race. It's the same when the Dodge fucking raced the Supra, dragged the Supra. How can a Supra, a 6-cylinder motor, which that was a JC10? JC motor. Pretty sure. Which is just another 6-cylinder. It's a Toyota 6-cylinder. It's basically the Toyota 6-cylinder version of the Skyline motor. Which a lot of people don't know, but because it's Asian, they're very similar in design. Yes, Toyota as well. The China and Japan have pretty much bought up nearly every car company in the world. They have their finger in every little one, pretty much, because their ingenuity and their scientists just are above, you know, everyone else when it comes to engineering. And as a technical engineer, I know that. Like, you know who's better than you, or who's the best.